have any gear you want me to... Bye for now.
There's a bit more in the back. Oh, please, take a look. Appreciate the business.
Hi, how are you? Hope life is treating you well. Bit of a slow news day around here. Ah, well, speaking of news, some folks are convinced David Barron, you know, the SSN anchor, is some sort of Freestar sympathizer. Ridiculous, if you ask me. Sure, they ran a couple of stories about Aquila City that weren't totally critical, but come on. Have you ever been? It's really not that bad. Anyway, that's the sort of high-stakes stuff people talk up while waiting on a flight. Catch you later.
Hey,
Howdy.
I'm looking for work. You hiring? Okay, maybe next time then.
If you don't see what you want... Oh, please, take a look. Oh, please, take a look. Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
Just one quiet time.
Good to be back on board.
Welcome to Akira City. Akira City is always helping.
Need some work done? Hey, what can I do for you? Sure, have at it.
Solomon Co. really all that? Some make it seem like he built the whole dam. There wouldn't be a free storm.
And you're breathing? Back to normal yet?
Mostly. Still feels a little weird, though. Guess I'm not Got into a tussle with a Shaw Gang smuggling ship in Kodos orbit. Had to limp back to Aquila City, with my ride mostly in one piece. It was a bit of a hard landing, you might say. Got a few broken ribs and a concussion. Turns out one of those ribs punctured a lung. Had a breathing tube in for a spell, but that's gone now. Seems I'm healing up pretty good. I appreciate you saying so. Truth is, I've been in tougher scrapes than that. But here I am, still carrying on. Right now, not much of anything. Doc says I need a rest. Meanwhile, I've been trying to make myself useful, reading dispatches and reports and such. That way, when I'm cleared for field duty, I'll know the lay of the land.
Now that we have a moment, I wanted to ask how you're feeling. After your experience at the temple, you've given everyone at the lodge quite a scare. That's a very reasonable answer. According to what I've heard, your body absorbed an almost unquantifiable amount of energy of a type we can't even begin to understand. We're dealing with something unknown to modern science. Who knows how this encounter has affected your body or your mind? I know you're simply trying to brush this off with humor, but you really should act more concerned. That temple proves we're dealing with entities of unknown origin. The problem is that we can't even begin to guess what their intention was towards us and where they've gone. Perhaps that's true, or perhaps you were simply quite lucky. It's just that... Oh, I'm afraid that we're flying almost completely blind here. All we know for certain at this point is that whoever created the artifacts are the same beings that built the temple. Anything else is just guesswork. I might as well put on a blindfold and toss darts at theories written on the wall. Oh, believe me, this is positively exhilarating. Think about the significance of this research. The questions it raises alone are mind-boggling. Who was this wondrous structure built to accommodate? How long ago did these entities inhabit our universe? Are they still out there, somewhere? Perhaps. We'll need more data to be sure. It's funny. I used to think the artifacts were the end-all be-all of scientific discovery, the pinnacle mystery of our time. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine it would lead to something of this magnitude. I just hope that you'll come through this, whatever it is, unharmed. Well, yes, of course you are. I was speaking of the power you've acquired. This is all scientifically speaking, of course. Look, I've already taken up too much of your time. All I can do is promise that I'm not going to make you deal with this mystery alone. Whatever might be happening, I'll be right here to help you every step of the way.
Walked in and tried to rob the place in broad daylight.
I try and give a credit.
Seems that way.
Low house when I'm able.
You got some business with me? Really? You must have impressed the Marshal. I'm guessing he wants to recruit you, so I'll tell you a little bit about who we are. Well, the Freestar Rangers ensure the safety and security of the Freestar Collective and its people. We might hunt down a fugitive, break up a smuggling operation, investigate a starship theft, or put some would-be bank robbers behind bars. Whatever needs doing to keep the people safe, we do. Like most things that are worth doing, it ain't always easy. But do I think we make the Freestar Collective a little safer for everyone? Yeah, I do. I imagine you've got some questions. I'll answer anything I can. Well, in theory, a Freestar Ranger can go anywhere in Freestar Collective space, even private property. But of course, it doesn't always work out that way. We also have jurisdiction over any local security when we're tracking a fugitive. Okay then. A word about myself. I'm in charge of making sure anyone that wants to be a Freestar Ranger is up to the task. That being said, the Marshal wouldn't send you here if he didn't think you had potential. So, what's it gonna be? Are you ready to sign up with... If you knew half of what I did about the man, you'd show him a lot more respect. Besides, I'm next in line, and I'll be damned if I'm...
It's a dangerous job, but an important one. As long as you leave room for your commitments to Constellation, we won't have...
Before I hand you a badge, I need to... You helped out with the hostage situation. Tell you what, use the mission terminal and take one of the listed jobs. Come back alive? Oh, got no lack of confidence, have you? Well, let's see if you back it up.
You're probably looking for Mary. Sarah? Milburn and her brother-in-law?
On deck.
necessary assistance.
You picked the wrong fight. This one's down. Show me what you've got. I can't very much against the boy at this low of a temperature. Right down here. Gonna take you. I'm gonna go down. That's that, I guess. What? Damn, must have been nothing. The heck? It might not be Jemison, but this ship is starting to feel like home. might as well take what we can.
disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
itself. I'm listening. Bye-bye. Not at all. Exploration. That being said, we called us, and before you are, the band never really went. My parents considered themselves to be enlightened, but their lives were so busy they rarely... By the time I was old enough to start questioning these things, the idea of following any organized religion was almost... It's not that I don't want to believe in anything. It's that, having been out there, I'm sorry if that disappoints you. You mean, apart from being the chair of Constellation for the past 5 years? Well, let's see. I pride myself with my... And as far... Very well. So long.
for the folk in the stretch.
Oh, you're back. Concerts at the Lighthouse with Mabel. I'm sure you did. And I'm glad to know that you did what I asked, so let's go meet the Marshal. Follow me.
Welcome to the Rock, I guess. Diego Monroe, at your service. Well, adios.
We're headquartered in the upper floors of the Rock, but we also have remote stations throughout Freestar space. Helps us to identify and respond to threats more quickly. There are less than a dozen Rangers in all. We operate.
Experiencing high grav feels exactly like walking through maple syrup.
Respect us and are willing to cooperate. In this job, we're eyes, ears, and wings.
Just making my way.
You've got guts, no doubt about that. Appreciate you stepping up. Guess we're done here.
Marshal.
Emma. So we're here because you're satisfied that our new crew can handle the job.
Seems like a fine candidate. Got the right priorities.
All right, then. Step forward, recruit. Let me have a word with you.
Excuse me.
I've got just one question. Do you pledge to defend the people of the... Good. Here, take these. You're now... I'm assigning you to Ranger Wilcox for some field training. Listen good to what she tells you. Welcome aboard, Deputy.
You've made a wise choice, but I trust that your duties as a ranger...
Wish we could throw you a welcome party, but we got word from a farmer. She says someone's trying to take her farm, and she's afraid she might be in... Whoa! How about you ease back? Violence is the last. Grab any supplies you might need.
Pay attention to what Ranger Wilcox tells you.
These Rangers are some hard blood.
Be Jemison, but... This ship is starting to feel like home.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal...
This is Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. And...
Free Star Rangers. You have no idea how happy I am to see you.
I'm Ranger Emma Wilcox. My deputy and I are here to...
I was out planting in the fields when I saw some men approaching. They looked like soldiers with uniforms and weapons and such. They wanted to buy the farm. Didn't even ask if it was for sale. Their offer was so low, I told them right where they could stick it. They said they'd give me time to think about it, but if I didn't change my mind, I was gonna regret it. Then they left. Nothing I can think of, no. Truth is, we're in some hard times here. The last harvest was the worst we've had in a long time. Besides, it ain't like there's a lack of available land around here. There were 4, but when they were walking away, I heard them talking like there were others. Maybe there's more out there. That's right. The uniforms look like the ones worn by Free Star soldiers back during the war. They had a certain steel in their eyes. Like men who were used to violence. I was in fear for my life. Back behind the house are some canyons. They went that way. That place is dangerous. Steep slopes, narrow trails, rock slides, and all manner of hostile creatures, too. If you're going after those men, be careful. Oh, there's one other thing. They said they were the first. The first of what, I'm not sure. But there must be more of them coming.
Thank you, ma'am. That should be enough for us to find these men. All right, Deputy. Keep that weapon handy and your eyes sharp. Since these guys don't know we're after them, they're probably not making an effort to hide their tracks. Quiet. I like it. Nice change of pace from Aquila City. Boot tracks. Several pairs by the look. Not too old either. Let's head down into the canyon and see if we can find them. Look out!
Something's out there.
I grew up on a farm. Back when I was a kid,
Are you certain that traveling into these canyons is wise? The route looks treacherous.
Every nook and cranny. Good eye, Deputy. Looks like we're heading in the right direction.
Hey, stick to targets that shoot back, okay? You better check your ammunition supply. It's clear that we're not the only things roaming these canyons.
nice to get out under the sky. Being a mother means I don't get as much feel for it. You smell that? I'd bet my badge that's wood smoke from a campfire. They're close. Be ready.
We should be careful. This bottleneck is the perfect place for an ambush. Power like that was meant for humankind.
Well now, look who's here. Ms. Wagner called in the cavalry. Except it ain't much of a cavalry. I suggest you turn around and walk away while you still can.
Normally, I'd suggest you choose your words carefully so we could avoid bloodshed. But something tells me that isn't going to be possible.
Oh, it ain't exactly the farm that's special, but that ain't none of your business. Don't recognize the uniforms? Guess I shouldn't be surprised. It's like the Major said, forgotten our sacrifice. We'll make them all remember soon enough. I promise you that. You think you're in a position to make demands? Well, I've got news for you. All you're getting from me is a shallow grave. So, got any last word? If you think I give a damn about the Freestar Rangers, matter of fact, that just makes it even. Air 'em out, boys! We've been found out! Don't let them leave here alive!
Damn, that was a lot rougher than I expected. Let's talk.
This is quite a find.
Are you okay? No way they're common thugs or hired muscle. The weapons, the training, the steel nerves. No, these guys were professionals. That badge with the number 1, I feel like I've seen that before, but it was a long time ago. Really? Guess you've led a pretty exciting life. Maybe the less I know about that, the better. Let's search the area. Maybe we can find something that explains what these guys were up to. Hopefully, we can find something that explains who these guys were and why they were after the Wagoner farm. Likewise.
What can I help you with?
Find anything interesting? Let's see what we have here. Interesting. So, their ship was stolen from the Hope Tech factory. Whoever pulled that off must have been one hell of a shipjacker. Well, I guess someone really wants that farm bad. Speaking of which, let's get back there and let Miss Wagoner know that she's safe. For now.
Well, what do we have here? heading off right away, or do you need a little bit of time?
What happened? Did you find those men? I'd always heard the Freestar Rangers were dependable, and now I've seen it firsthand. So who were they? And why do they want my farm? Hope Tech? The cargo ship company? Sorry, I don't know anything about that. They say the Rangers always get their man, so to speak. I'm sure you'll figure it out. I can't thank you enough. I'd hate to be remembered as the wagoner who couldn't hold on to the farm that's been in the family for so long. Of course. All the same, I'm grateful.
If you have any more trouble, give us a call. We're in system, so it won't take long to get someone out here. All right, Deputy. Let's get back to the rock. We need to report this to the Marshal.
Not exactly New Atlantis, eh? Yeah, what is it? Until later.
Gun holstered during your stay?
Honestly, I think I've seen all Aquila has to offer. I think I might leave for New Atlantis. What about you?
I want to do your business quick. Feel free to look around. get all kinds in here. Here. Everyone needs supplies. Well, all kinds of things. What are you looking for?
Yes? Have something for? Talk to you later.
Nice hat. You ever run into spacers?
The rock.
Hey, deputy. Well, hey there. That's it then?
New deputy.
What's the story on Monte?
That call we got from Wagner Farm turned out to be a little more interesting than I was expecting. Some men were trying to run the Wagners off the land. They tried to buy it first, but when that didn't work, they turned to threats. We confronted them, and unfortunately...
You helped someone in need and came back alive. I agree. Until we see the whole picture, we won't know if Miss Wagner is truly safe. What did you make of these men who were trying to take the farm? If that's true, then someone must have hired them. Now, did you find anything that might give us a lead on why these men wanted the farm? Hope Tech ships ain't exactly cheap. That thief could probably tell us a lot about these men you ran into.
There's something else. They were dressed in Freestar militia uniforms. The unit badge was yellow on black with the number 1. They also said something about being forgotten. They seemed bitter about it, resentful. Didn't you fight in the Colony War, Marshal? Any of that sound familiar?
The 1st Cavalry. I was in that unit for a while. But it was disbanded decades ago. After the Battle of Nera. What was left of it, anyway. I suppose it ain't impossible, but it's real damn unlikely. The unit was pretty much wiped out, and the few that survived ended up in prison after a court-martial for disobeying orders. I don't recall how long the sentence was. Hell, it's our only lead. The Hope Tech factory is in Hope Town on Polvo. Nia Kalu's our ranger stationed out there. She can introduce you to Ron Hope, the president of Hope Tech. He might be able to help you find the thief. Just make sure you stay on his good side. He's on the Council of Governors, and they're the ones we answer to. Proud, stubborn, and smart. A self-made man. He built Hope Tech through blood. Good. The last thing I need is the Council breathing down my neck. This is your assignment now, Deputy. Work with the other... Meantime, I'll look into a possible... Good hunting.
Nice. Be safe out there.
If anyone is hearing this, system's failing. Need help. I repeat, need help. Welcome to Freestar Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband, and you can be on your way. All right, we're done. Welcome to Hope Town.
Please tell me you're here to help, not to try and steal my ship. Yeah, well, if you want to keep that badge, then don't get any ideas. This old girl and I have been through a lot together. I was tracking a crew of outlaws that's been preying on merchant ships. Bastards got the drop on me. I ran them off, but they got a few good hits in. As you can see, I ain't in much shape to make repairs. No chance. They took as much of a beating as I did, while outnumbering me 3 to 1, I'd like to point out. I'll be fine once the pain medication kicks in. The priority right now is the ship. Can't do my job. Just patch her up enough to get to Hopetown. The rest can get... Don't need to ask for that, I'd have helped you anyway. Since you're new, here's a lesson for you.
We hear you, loud and clear, Nia.
Thanks. That should get me home. Good. There aren't many of us out there. So it makes all our lives easier when we can help each other out. Now let's talk about those outlaw ships. They were pretty beat up, so I don't think they got real far. But if they make it back to their hideout, I might never find them again. We can't let that happen. You're a Freestar Ranger deputy. You don't pick and choose. Carrying that badge means you're always...
Those bandits were headed for Miatha. Now get back in your cockpit and get to work.
It's good to be back on board.
Time to get back to the world, eh?
scan for contraband. And that's it. You're clear to...
We should swing by Hope Tech Star Yard and see if they have anything interesting for sale.
Got anything you need some work done? Sure thing. We'll get it fixed up. Good as new. Okay, no problem. I'm sure you can find something you like.
My brother, the big shot at Hope Tech.
Let's get you some.
Excuse me! A little desperate here. This is such a long shot. All right, Adela. Deep breath. Oh, God. All right, Adela. Deep breath. Oh, God. I'm just great. Grand, really. When I signed on to be a freight captain, I was expecting long hours and dull routes. And now I'm a hair away from being executed. Or worse. You are sincerely the answer to my prayers. So, I fly a rust bucket called the Markab for a small shipping line. It just started, really. We do bulk shipping, boring stuff like actuators and seed stock and minerals. Have you ever had a standard, boring job just blow up in your face? A week ago, I would have said something different, but yes, absolutely. So, I just got assigned to the Markab. The first shipment? Slag steel. Nothing special. As soon as I left Neon and got scanned, things got crazy. Spacers, Freestar security, the works. Everyone demanding I power down, hand over the contraband, or sometimes just firing first.
I skipped the system, ditched the cargo, and have been running ever since. I don't know. I was just flying for my life. But some bad people... It gets even worse. A tracker just landed and I just know he's hunting a bounty. Me. But the trick is, everyone knows the ship. But my info isn't in the database yet. All they got is my last name, Fahim. So if you go into the pit stop and claim you're Captain Fahim of the Markab, maybe you can deal with the tracker? You are the best! This slate has everything they know about me. It's not much. He's the one with the cowboy hat. Just stay safe. Thank you.
I remember meeting Ron Hope once. Idealistic and perhaps a bit of a dreamer. But you have to admire what he's accomplished.
Okay. Hello.
Some rules. If there's one place there's some law and order in this town, don't even think about stealing it. No haggling. And might be some other rules. Well, hardly any. Someone gets himself stabbed in the gutter, security will be all over that. And grand theft, the big stuff, maybe even a ranger will get involved. But security's got better things to do than look into every petty squabble. I didn't start this way. Got myself robbed a few times, swindled a couple. So now I look out for number one. And it's not like there's anywhere else on this rock to buy weapons. You may be thinking this place is a dump, but the hardware isn't. Lots of customers pass through. We got something for everyone. A lot of my business is with travelers. Hopetown's the only patch of civilization anywhere, so I have to stock things that hit a little bit harder than home defense. Hopefully something catches your eye. You ready to do some business? That's what I'm here for. Ready to do some business? Good. You ready to do some business? Music to my...
Payday is always a good day.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
You made it. Those outlaws didn't give you too... I can walk, talk, and breathe without too much pain. That's good enough for me. I'm sure they didn't want to die any more than you. It's a pointless and stupid waste of life, but... You've got good timing. A courier just came in from Aquila. The Marshal sends his regards along with a briefing on your case. I was surprised as hell to learn about the starship theft. Nobody said a word to me about it. Anyway, Mr. Hope can see us whenever you're ready, if you need to take a little time. Sure, I'll be right here when you...
Keep an eye on your valuables.
Ron Hope certainly embodies the saying, spared no expense.
If you get the credits, we got what you need. Welcome to Hope Tech Sales. Give me your invoice. You got the financing set? You don't? Wait, you're a solo outfit, aren't you? Okay. Nice. Well, what you need to know about our ships is they're from stern to bow, built for... Other star yards might got glitz or some weird crazy lines. With Hope Tech, you get people that care about you making that 300th freight run safely and... When it gets tough, Pretty won't keep you alive. So what are you in the market for? Sure. Spring for the extended work. Can I help you? Sure.
We'd be dust, except for the factory. You ready to head upstairs?
People are just standing idle, and we can use help.
His office is upstairs.
Mr. Hope's protection.
Off-worlders. Nothing good ever comes from them.
I guess being a mother makes them feel like
By not spending a single credit that I didn't have to.
I guess I could offer double shifts. It'll push payroll pretty high, but I think it's a worthwhile trade-off. As for parts, we could try outsourcing. Do a contract with scavengers, maybe, but that's a decision that's got to be made upstairs.
Talk to Elaine about the scavengers. It's not a bad idea, provided we get a good deal. And I don't mean a fair deal. I mean a good deal. Remember, it's not just our bottom line that matters. We're also responsible for the welfare of everyone in the factory. We look out for our people here, Bridget. That's a point of great personal pride.
Excuse me, Mr. Hope?
Well now, the Free Star Rangers. At
I
last!
still don't understand how you can harness that type of power.
I think we're done here, Bridget.
Yes, sir.
This is the deputy I told you about.
Splendid. Splendid! It's a noble calling, being a Free Star Ranger. We certainly could use more of you. Let's get down to it, shall we? Time is money. I'm sure I don't have to tell you what an outrage it is to have a ship stolen right... just this... That's good news. I'll send my people over to bring it home. Of course, that doesn't mean your work is done. I want the thief found and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I'm sure I don't need... I'm glad we understand.
I'm not certain why you choose to back this Free Star elitist snob, but that's your choice. I'll back your play, but I don't have to like it.
Now, tell me that you've at least got a lead of some kind. Well, sadly, I suppose the chance to cut costs by stealing a ship was too good to pass up. Well, I'm not sure I can be much help, but I'll answer whatever questions I can. No, nothing at all. Not that it didn't have great value, mind you. Hope Tech builds some of the most... You can bet my ships last twice as long as anything Stroud Eklund makes. We questioned everyone who was in the building when it happened, and not one person seems to have seen anything at all. Frankly, I think that's both highly unlikely and more than a little suspicious. However, I can't deny there are times when the hangar is empty, so it's not inconceivable the thief could have slipped in unseen. Because I told them not to. If word got out, it would do irreparable harm to our image. I'm in fierce competition with other starship manufacturers. Any sign of weakness could be fatal. What's more, Every starship thief in the settled systems would likely flock to Hopetown and start planning the next heist. What? Nonsense! We vet our people thoroughly here. HopeTech holds its employees to the very highest standards. Nevertheless, I suppose I could have Cosette conduct a thorough. Rest assured, if we turn up... Very well. I need you to understand. This town is home to men, women, and children. I provide jobs that put food on their... If word gets out about the stolen ship, my investors will lose trust. And my work...
Well, heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm sure the burden of responsibility for your workers is an inconvenience, Mr. Hope. But the deputy has responsibilities as well.
Despite what you think, I have great respect for the badge and the difficult choices that come with it. But my primary concern is for the welfare of my people. I hope so.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Hope, but there's been a development.
Not now, Cosette. I'm in the middle of something.
But sir, we have new information. I've just received a report that the stolen ship was seen landing at Neon just after the theft.
A breakthrough at last. Well, Deputy, it sounds like you'll be heading to Neon, which means I can get back to work. Remember what we discussed. My people are depending on you.
Hey, can I get a word? That wasn't as helpful as it could have been. Still, at least you know where to pick up the trail. Yeah, me too. So, guess you're headed for Neon. There's a ranger stationed there. Name's Jalen Price. He's a little different than the rest of us. But Neon's a different kind of place. Good. That should help you avoid any unnecessary complications. Well, we've both got work to do. It was good to meet you, Deputy. Thanks again for helping me out up there. Yeah, the question of who helped the starship thief is still an open one. Don't you worry. You be careful in Neon.
Just keep it holstered. We'll get along fine.
Workers like to play hard here. They deserve it. Ron Hope's a damn hero in my book.
Hi, mister.
I like it here. Very few rules. People know how. And so many strangers coming and going all the time. Do you agree? Discretion is a trait I highly value. I have a small package that I need someone discreet. Not too many questions. Illegal is a strong word. Here in Hopetown, I have taken care of things. In Aquila City, a much different story. I ask you, should smuggling really be a crime? Does it matter? Truly? I know little about you. This is the way I like it. Speak your mind. Hey, I'm just trying to be careful here. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. If you must know, let's just say the Trade Authority fully approves of this endeavor. I will say no more than that. The package is contraband. If the authorities find it, it will not be good. If your ship has space for special cargo, then getting through security will be much easier. Can you handle a job like this? Shielded cargo space. Lots of it. Much more than you need. Makes things easier to hide from scans. If you can acquire a signal jammer, those are good too. That is a question I cannot answer. And the container is quite secure. In case you were curious about that as well. If you upgrade your ship with shielded cargo space...
Howdy.
Hello?
Excuse me?
This can't be happening.
Hello. I'm new in town. You look like you just got here too, right? What's your name, stranger? Might buy you a drink. Friends call me Ernesto. Actually, everyone does. Because it's my name and all. Fahim, huh? Came in on that ship, the Markup? I bet you didn't know it. But I'm a tracker. And I'm here for your bounty. Two ways this can go. You know the drill. Bounty says you made off with a haul of medical supplies, meant for orphans, or something. I get a bonus if I turn the shipment in sight unseen. I figure they're in the markup. So you didn't shoot your way off Neon, Fahim? The bounty is pretty damn clear. But something don't sit right with me. Not sure what.
This is getting old.
What you need is a change of scenery.
Maybe. Maybe not. The bounty is awfully large for what they're saying. All right, I'm not taking you in. But that just means somebody else will. Whatever you were shipping, you got to return it. The next tracker probably won't be as upstanding as I am. Suit yourself. But you may want to re-up your life insurance policy. One more drink and it...
Why did I ever take this job? I feel sick. I mean, maybe. At my 6th birthday, the theme was... I feel like I can finally breathe again. You think? I mean, of course they will. Oh, God. I don't mean to be ungrateful and all, but thank you. I have to go. Like...
know when you're ready to launch.
This is Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
See that shroud covering Neon? Believe it or not, you're looking at the only city in the settled systems that powers itself from lightning. Looks like some sort of checkpoint ahead. It's probably designed to suck.
About? Cut the act. Sniffers picked up the Aurora you're carrying the second you stepped.
Are you shooting it?
This is murder!
About? Cut the act. Sniffers picked up the Aurora you're carrying the second you stepped.
All right, get up slowly and turn around. Try to run, and we open fire. So, what was the plan? Smuggle the Aurora into Aquila City or New Atlantis?
No, I just forgot I was carrying it, is all. Honest mistake, right? Can't we just settle this right here? I can pay the usual.
We don't make the rules. That's Administrator Bayo's job. Now, shut up and start walking.
Move it. Let's go.
Yeah, Frank Rennick's all in a twist because his robot got vandalized. We had a good laugh about it back at the station. Don't make my job any harder.
New around here? Make certain that you familiarize yourself with our rules and regulations regarding the transport of Aurora. After all, you don't want to end up like Nishar, do you? Aurora is a hallucinogenic, which is legally available for purchase in Neon. Well, things change, and you appear to have been off-world for a while, so let me refresh your memory. First and foremost, the interplanetary transport of Aurora is strictly forbidden. Anyone caught transporting the substance through this checkpoint will be arrested, fined, and jailed if necessary. You are free to carry and use Aurora anywhere within the city limits, yes. On my list of excuses for attempting... The other regulation you should be aware of is that Aurora is only available for buying it from any other business or a street dealer is... You can find it inside the trade tower. Take the elevators up to the terminal building and head across Bayou Plaza. Perfect. All right then, that's it. If you have any additional questions... Volii Alpha has a unique agreement with the Freestar Collective. We allow their ships to patrol the spaceways, and Neon Security maintains the peace within Neon itself. The only exception is the Freestar Ranger outpost located in the city, but Ranger Price fully cooperates with our department. Aurora is the #1 product produced by Xenofresh Fisheries, the company that originally founded what is now called Neon. Clinical studies sponsored by Xenofresh have proven that using Aurora has no long-term negative health effects, and before you ask, yes, this was also approved by the Freestar Collective, as long as Aurora stays within the city limits. Aurora clinical studies and before you... Lousy? The hell are you talking about? Outside of work in the Astro Lounge, do you have any idea how many people get turned away from Neon Security? No, I'm one of the lucky ones. Spend some time in Epside and you'll see what I mean. Worst part of Neon. Basically, it's the outer perimeter of the entire platform. We're talking poverty, drug... Uh-huh.
Well, with all signs pointing to the Astral Lounge, I suppose we should pay it a visit. Purely for exploratory purposes.
I'm listening.
Bye.
Welcome, off-worlder, to the Hotel Holdup.
Not sure if those Varun zealots live in space, or got separated from their home planet, or what. Scavengers.
Welcome to Calvin. The sound system's premiere ideal performance.
If Benjamin Bayou's ego was as combustible as helium-3, he'd be able to provide enough fuel to power every ship in the settled systems.
People joke, say those Varun zealots worship.
I've heard that Benjamin Bayou has a private penthouse at the top of the tower. The view from up there must be breathtaking.
Yeah?
another time.
This Aurora stuff is blowing my mind! Hell yeah!
Just wait a minute. I think that last drink was stronger than I thought.
That's what you said 2 drinks ago. Maybe you should slow down.
Yeah, probably time to officially switch to water.
Gotta stay hydrated, right?
You said it. Plus, I have to meet up with my parents tomorrow, but to look presentable.
Yes? What? I'm always careful never to overdo it when I go out.
Hey, you wanna dance?
I'm looking to join a crew. Any openings? Suit yourself.
Yes. Welcome to the Astro Lounge. Yeah, you're new here, aren't you? Name's Boone Morgan, your new best friend on Neon. If you're here for a drink or listen to the music, I've got you covered. But if you're here for something a little more exciting, hope to see you again.
Got a call someone's power kept going out. Know what it was? A heat leech as long as my leg. Ugh.
Yes? What's so important that you need to interrupt my busy schedule? I wouldn't normally bother with idle chatter, but that's such a ridiculous question. I'm going to gift you with a response. I don't own Neon. Neon is the... Now, if you'd care to take a moment to dissect that statement in your tiny little mind... Not that it's any of your business, but yes, I'm the administrator of Neon. Actually, there are a lot of perks that come with the job, but you... One snap of my finger and people who ask to... Next time, don't bother me unless it's important.
notorious bandit gang reportedly based on a while somewhere outside
Interesting. This district certainly provides evidence that Ryujin's influence has spread from their tower and out into the city.
Packaged food? Check. Neuro lamps? Oh yeah. Boost packs? Got those too.
Poison. And it
If
needs
you
to be
have a bit of
taken off the
money to
streets.
spend, we can-
Welcome to Newell's.
Oh, I don't have a problem with this place. My problem is Sigurd himself. That man has absolutely no respect for the business community on Neon. He skips merch... Watch your back out there. I've had enough of those two.
Don't even bother with that other place. We have everything you need. It's true. The brand, the only place
Ryujin Industries is looking for the young bright
Welcome to Ryujin Industries. Can I help?
Oh, I can't imagine being forced to spend my days doing menial work in an office like this, instead of exploring the stars.
You
on
must
the
be one
bridge
of the
a
candidates that
spacecraft.
Imogene Salzo is interviewing today. Her office is down the hallway to my left. Take another left at the then take a left and keep heading. Sounds like a maze, right? And hopefully I have some... Between you and me, I think Imogene is about done with the whole process. You won't believe the people we've been getting. I heard the hiring algorithm Yuko made approved all applicants. And of course Yuko bailed when interview time hit. It's technically her job. Good. That's not keep Imogene. Oh, guess we're done here.
I better do this right. I don't want Yuko breathing.
What is it?
Great. A full spacesuit. Corporate environments aren't that toxic. Just waiting on you. Have a seat. And your friend can wait outside. I'm sure they understand.
When they ask for your greatest strength, tell them you lack empathy.
All right, just to get a few things straight here. I'm Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist here at Ryujin Industries. I don't normally do this, but my counterpart Yuko is indisposed at the moment, so here I am. We're looking for someone to fill an entry-level administrative position. Apparently our algorithm felt you were a decent match. So let's get this started. Why do you want to work for Ryujin Industries? It's always nice to see the local residents take an interest in us. Why do you consider yourself qualified for a job like this? Including this job? The art of the deal can go a long way here. If what you say is true, you'll have department heads fighting over you in no time. How motivated are you to succeed? All in, huh? At least that's an attitude we can work with here. And finally, my last question. If you worked here for 5 years, what role would you see yourself in? Full disclosure, it's all about making deals with the right people around here. You put those skills of yours to good use and choose the right... You probably won't be running the place, but you'll be right next to the one who does. So look, since there's a million other things I'd rather be doing than this, not to mention that this isn't even my job, you're hired. On a probationary period, of course. First order. There's a meeting starting soon, and I need you to pick up the coffee order at Terra Brew. Fairly easy, so you shouldn't be able to screw it up. If there's a line, skip it. Tell them you're here for Imogene Salzo, and you should get served right away.
I'm a little busy right now.
You've got something for me? Okay.
Security's got his eyes on Saburo Okadigbo. That guy's trouble for the status quo, if you know what I mean.
You wanna head to Euphorica after work tonight?
I have plenty
I'm
of
feeling a
supplies
little
for your
burnt
next
out.
expedition
I
in
think
stock.
I need a break.
Welcome to Sick Heart's Outfitters. Everything you need to explore the settled systems.
That actually sounds like a good idea.
Great. I'll bring the blend.
An artifact? Are you making this up? Well, like I said, if I don't have it, you don't need it. I've spent years, so take your time. Haven't heard that one before, but I suppose I can't blame. I have a lot of overhead in this place, and just between you and me, I am up to my eyeball. This is a prime spot, right next to the spaceport terminal, but the bills and the rent here are astronomical. Sure, and going in, I expected it to be expensive. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with the details, so why don't you help out a poor shopkeeper like myself? My dear mother would have said the same thing. The fees here are quite expensive, and I'm barely making ends meet. It has not always been easy, but I've been at this location for 8 years, and I won't give up. You won't find another store like mine on Neon, so please support my... You won't find a better selection.
Hi there, Zalanya.
Welcome to... Oh, the reunion order. You must be new. I happened to...
I got fired is what happened. And this is the soulless suit they got to replace me.
Tomo, I'm sorry. I know how hard you were working for that promotion.
4 years behind a desk, getting coffee, kissing up to that high and mighty Ularu Chen, just to get replaced by this nobody? Hearing that ad should have been the first sign they were gonna get rid of me. I bet Ularu was just waiting for the moment to hire you. And now that I've been terminated, it's only a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. Believe me, it's either you or me.
No one's been sent to terminate anyone. Now, why don't you just calm down? Before someone accidentally gets hurt.
You don't just get to learn all the ins and outs of Ryujin operations and then just walk away. Even worse, they don't let that kind of knowledge run around in the head of disgruntled employees. It's just a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. You want to talk? I'll tell you what. You get one chance to prove you deserve this job. Change my mind, and I'll walk away. Fail, and I think you know. The only one gonna get hurt here is you. You can't be that good. Not yet. You don't know what you're talking about. Looks like I'll be doing Ryujin one last favor after all! You're me!
Enjoy a cup. Right now.
Oh, I wish this man would listen to reason, but perhaps he's been pushed too far. Well, that just made my day more interesting. Look, I don't want any trouble, but I'd get fired if I didn't call security to get this body out of here. So I'd head back to Ryujin ASAP and let Miss Salzo know if I were you. Long as you do, you've got nothing to worry about.
We've got you covered. Morning. You want us to hear this, are you? Guaranteed. Tools good as a
I hope that coffee is still hot considering the time it took you to get it. You either need to learn this Good answer. And the one I was hoping for, since we learned of the incident before your return. Your handling of the Tomo situation has caught some attention, and we'd like to try you out in a different role at the company. And since Yuko isn't here to object, your new position starts right now. So, congratulations.
I only wish this hadn't resulted in a needless death. Such a shame.
Let me explain. I'm promoting you to junior operative. The position is a bit more complicated and completely confidential. Your main duty is to add influence when necessary to ensure success of the business. Any questions so far? In any case where a threat to success is established, one of us is sent out to create a more desired outcome. This may be through a conversation or presenting some new information. It's all very situational, as you'll soon see. Well, it depends on the job, really. If someone can't be persuaded with words, perhaps you're basically removing obstacles from the... Like any good corporation, we consider what we do. If others knew and could mimic our actions, it would take away our edge. Really. Now, let's get that coffee delivered. I'll gladly take mine. And since Yuko's still a no-show, feel free to keep hers. The other recipients are eagerly waiting for you.
Something you need?
Ah, coffee. You'd think we'd want to support our own subsidiary and get tranquility more often. Terra Brew would be a substantial purchase. Current projections are set to surpass Terra Brew within the next 5 years. Tea talk aside, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lyndon Calderi, Chief Financial Officer. I'll be the one deducting expenses from your pay every time you manage to screw up. Which, from the sound of it, might be often. Yes, mistakes are often costly and involve substantial cleanup, both literally and figuratively. Law enforcement, witnesses, evidence, everything has its cost. We'll see. We've yet to have an operative with a perfect record. This introduction was not annoying. I hope our future encounter...
Just what I needed. Imogene said she hired someone new. I'm Genevieve. Head up. Me and an entire department at my back. Anyway, it's good to put it. The only question now is how much work are you going to be? Yeah? Just know that one screw up for you means a lot of overtime and sleepless nights. So, any...
Coffee, finally. Well, let's have a look at you. That depends on your actions going forward. I'm Alexis Price, head of the legal department here, and I'll be direct. Any legal troubles you cause as an operative, witnesses, getting arrested, so steer clear of... We may have connections with administrators. Good. Then we...
So, fetching coffee one minute, and junior operative the next. Camden Cho, supply chain manager for Ryujin. We won't work together much, but as part of the same department, hopefully I'll be seeing you around. Ah, so she remembered. Not that I expect much out of Terra Brew coffee, but hey, I suspected their grinder was on its last leg. Anyway, welcome. Oh, and just a heads up, people in your position don't typically see the brighter side of Ryujin Industries. But rest assured, this is a great company. I get your point, but if anything, take comfort in knowing that you're the one deciding the methods behind your assignments. Not only that, but corporate espionage is the norm. Ryujin just handles it better than most. Competitor operatives have done far... Well, there's a reason we're the #1 tech corporation in the settled systems. If we were truly that bad at our core, I doubt we'd still be operational. Of course, you'll be... Just keep an open mind. Oh.
I hope you enjoyed your little... I thought you'd like to know the execs who you'll be impacting while on the job. That doesn't surprise me. Now that you've met a few of the execs, let's get you started. We have reason to believe that our friends at Kelt Corp are trying to hack into our R&D server, since we're both competing for a contract right now. Hardly. This is the standard run-of-the-mill tactic we've come to expect from them. We can't allow them to win. I'll be giving you a data slate with a file that you'll need to upload through one of their computers. That's up for you to determine. Think of it as the creative aspect of your job. There's always more than one way to get the job done around here. I should hope so, considering this is your job. Here's the data slate. Good luck.
like making a purchase today? Welcome to Newell's. Well, normally I wouldn't go in for that sort of thing. That man has absolutely no respect. He skips merchant meetings and refuses to participate in any of our group buys. Worst of all, he pays off Neon security to keep his place safe. Everyone has a choice. Some are simply more difficult than others. The only way to fight Neon security is if all the merchants unify and push back on these unreasonable... Anyway, sorry. If you'll forgive the outburst and have a look around... Sure. Yep. Oh. Yes, of course. Just be careful when you're dealing with Sigurd. Thanks for stopping by our shop.
What can I get you? If you're here to buy, take a look around the shop. Just... My store, my rules. If you don't like it, talk to Styx. He runs our, complaints department. See, now, you're just getting technophobic. And that's... You know, I'm sick and tired of people coming in here and treat... I mean, look at that graffiti they sprayed onto it. You'd do that? Huh. I'm glad you see Stick. The lowlife that did this to my buddy calls himself Warlord. Scare the crap out of it. If you've got the credits, I've got what you need. You know, Styx, crime in this city gets worse by the day.
Kevin and Astus is running into some trouble. Word to the wise?
Out on my face. If you want to gonk it.
I'm glad I ended up
What
at
do you want to do for
Kelpscorp.
the break later?
I don't know, but I gotta get out of here. It's been non-stop interruptions since this morning. I'm not spending.
If you'll excuse me, I have a deadline to meet.
Lovely day for it. Again. Look, you can tell Mr. Okaribo that I'm doing everything I can. Blood from a stone, if you'll pardon the expression. Oh. You aren't here about Mr. Okaribo's debt to Kelcor. Oh, this is so embarrassing. My name's Clover McKenna, but you can call me Chloe. That's kind of you. This mess. If only... Mr. Okaribo. I've given him more than enough time to try and come up with the money, but my father's patience has run... Frankly, I don't know how much... You'd be willing to help out. That's... No, you've got... Saburo, Mr. Okaribo. He's one of the nice... He really needs help, but he's too proud to accept any money from me. Maybe he'd listen to someone? Oh, if you can get his debt off my... And don't worry about payment. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. McKenna always keeps that promise. Have a fine day.
Can't talk. I've got a deadline coming up.
Got a problem?
Sorry, I'm busy at the moment. You don't need to wear your helmet in here. You know that. See? I told you. Look at this place.
Take it easy.
Ridiculous.
Welcome. Welcome, my...
Why would someone open a mining supplies business on an ocean planet?
I'm afraid it is. You see, when I opened this shop, I had grand ambitions of creating a mining supply empire on Volai. Yet here I am, only a few years later, pockets empty, and my business on the verge of close. That would be a blessing, my friend, but I wouldn't want to impose. Oh, she did. Miss McKenna is very kind, but I cannot accept. It is my responsibility to pay the loan. If I cannot, then what happens, happens. Really? Let me take a look. Oh, I did not know she felt this way. She is always so professional. I thought she did not like me. That is why I have sent proxies to negotiate my debt. And I like her. Oh, that came out wrong. What I meant to say was, I respect her business acumen. Look at me. Regardless, you have done me a service. You can tell Miss McKenna. I mean Chloe. Certainly, my friend. You would do that for a tortoise. I've come up with an idea that I'm hoping will generate a lot of interest in my business. If you could bring these flyers to some... Wonderful. Simply wonderful. I appreciate... I do have feelings for her, and maybe now, I know they say never to mix business with pleasure, but there are... It was good of you to stop by, my friend.
Keep it moving.
You know I went to chef school?
Something I can do for you, love. Welcome to Kelpcore. That's fantastic! I was worried he'd take it the wrong way, so I'm glad you were able to convince him. I'll arrange for the funds to be transferred immediately. And if he doesn't, I can always reimburse them when he retires. In any case, thank you. Clover McKenna at your service. Niall? Oh, he's the CEO of Kelpcore. The whole If you asked him, he'd claim he started the company with next to nothing and built it into a mega... Truth is, he tends to forget the multi-million credit trust he tapped into as a crutch. Tough city. You watch yourself out there.
Stay out of trouble.
Report isn't bad, but you're going to be more after I get you. Imogen's a sticker. For details.
That's what I'm afraid of. I just hate accessing the competent creators. It's anxiety-inducing.
I know what you mean, but that's your missing.
It's like you've tapped Well, into look the who survived their universe first itself. assignment. How the... Not a single setback. If you recall, setbacks... The cleaner your work, the more intact your pay. And I hope it stays that way. In the meantime, I'll make sure that slate is properly disposed of. So, now that we know you're capable of handling some light cyber mischief, let's try your hand at a little framing. One of our subsidiaries, Arboron, is currently competing for a contract against Laredo. Now, the buyer likes to keep their associations clean, and will be sending a representative to Laredo in Aquila City for an evaluation. We just need you to visit their office first and accidentally leave behind some incriminating evidence against their company. We want a clean and careful job. Obviously, we don't want any bad press at this point, or we could lose the deal. I don't want to hear any news about bounties or bodies coming out of Aquila City. Oh, the best part is we don't even have to fabricate this information. We're just exposing what Laredo would rather keep hidden. Here's the slate we need you to plant. It holds confidential files that'll cast the perfect... Now, get going.
Shortages over at Reliant Medical. Not great. Doc Manning better get his act together before the place shuts down.
Hey, I don't care who you work for. You can't... Oh. If that's all it takes to bruise your ego, you're not gonna last very long. Well, the Marshal's message said you were following a lead. Truth is, a lot of stolen goods flow through here, but this city is real good at keeping its secrets, even from us. Yeah, about that. This isn't Aquila City. The badge doesn't carry the same weight here. The people who run this place aren't overly concerned about the law. Our job is to keep the peace and make sure the violence doesn't get out of hand. The last thing anyone around here wants is some hotshot deputy looking in every dark corner.
Law enforcement isn't exactly welcome in Neon, but that shouldn't deter you from your duty.
Ah, rookies.
I'm proud of you. Without duty and honor, you'd have nothing left.
Your stolen ship would have had to land at the spaceport. If it was right off the factory floor, it would have stood out. There's a guy I know, Billy Clayton, does maintenance work around the city and keeps an eye on ship traffic for me. I'll introduce you, but don't expect a favor, even if it doesn't cost credits. Come on. That was pretty impressive how you volunteered to help out with the bank heist in Aquila City. Yeah, I read all the reports. You learn quickly that in Leon, staying informed and staying alive are closely linked. What stood out to me was that you didn't lose a single hostage. No wonder the Marshal tried to recruit you right away. If he hadn't, it would have made him look like a fool, having some random stranger step in and do...
Stay safe, buddy.
Now, if someone tried to hold up a bank here, they'd be gunned down without a moment's hesitation. Hostages or not. There are two things you don't do. One, you don't mess with Bayou's money, and two, you don't take Aurora off-world. I need to impress that upon you. Because the fact that you think justice is absolute concerns me, Deputy. It's never that simple. Justice can mean different things to different people, and laws can be interpreted and debated. The Ranger relies on judgment and intuition to do what's best for the people.
I just don't think we'll have a second date. I barely survived the first one.
Think my folks would be okay with me joining the Sanctum or something?
Hey, Billy. Got a second?
What? Oh, it's you. Gave me a good scare. I thought you were one of Goodman's people.
Check. Far from it. Our new deputy here is working a case, and I thought you might be able to help. Take it away, rookie.
What do you
I will
need?
never get used to seeing you do that.
Right out of the factory? Damn, that's pretty impressive. Well, here's the thing. Neon's got no end of shipjackers. I see them come and go every day. It's tough for a guy to remember one from the other. You know what I mean?
I suppose we shouldn't be surprised that he's asking for something.
Whoa, relax. No need to get rough here. Truth is, I'm scared enough as it is.
Hey, take it easy. This isn't the way to get what we want.
I can help you, but right now my life is in danger, and I haven't even done anything wrong. Freestar Rangers are supposed to protect the innocent, right? Alright, I admit I've got a bad habit or two. Look, I know your time is valuable. Here's a few credits for your trouble. Now, if you'll just hear me out for a second. I really need your help. It's about my brother. He died while still in debt to a syndicate loan shark by the name of Emmett Goodman. Now, Goodman's coming after me to collect.
Well, that's terrible. You shouldn't be responsible for your brother's debts.
Yeah? Well, tell that to Goodman, because he doesn't seem to care. He just wants his money. I swear it on my best set of wrenches. Goodman's holed up in one of the warehouses on Epside. Place is locked up tight, but there's a guard who watches the door, and he's...
I'll stay with Billy in case Goodman's